Hey guys, welcome to today's video, which is the part 3 of our video, which I've posted the part 1 and 2. I'm going to be linking that in the description box, so in case you've not seen those ones, do go ahead and see those ones before you come over here. So this one is going to be the caging of our bust. So I've already cut and padded my breast cup, so I'm just going ahead to iron it. That ball I showed initially is called a pressing ball or a bust ham, whatever works for you. This one was handmade by me, but you can buy the store-bought ones. If you want to learn how to make this bust ham, just let me know in the comment section and I'll do a video where I'll teach you how to make that. It's so easy to make, guys. And then I have hairstay. So this material that I'm working on is actually my lining piece. So when I open pressed it and I made sure that even on the right side it looked good and there were no folds and all, I went ahead to add a layer of hairstay on it to keep the seam allowance down, and it also helps the structure of the bust overall to look good, right? So this step is actually optional. You can omit the hairstay thing, but if you do have the strength to do it, please do it. It adds to the overall beauty of what you have. So after pressing it, you can see how beautiful it looks. So this is what the lining piece looks like, right? Those creases that you see there, as much as you can, you iron all of them out. So this is the main fabric, which is going to be on the outer side. I've also gone ahead to iron it as well, and I'm going to double check to ensure that it's the exact same thing as my lining piece, right? So you want to double check this, guys. Don't play with yourself, because if this thing moves a little bit by the time you're done caging, is usually a problem. Now I come back to my sewing machine, and what I'm going to do is to go ahead and mark out my sewing allowance, or the point where I'm going to be sewing. But don't forget that I'm going to be needing sewing allowance that will enable me join the cup to the bodies of the corset, right? So that's why I'm marking this 1/2 inch round that you can see. Now whatever I do, my boning is not going to exceed the inner part of the line, right? So now you're going to draw out where you want your caging to be. Now whatever you do, make sure at least one line sits across your bust points, right? So make sure a certain bone line crosses across that, and it has to be on top of your bust point. Then you also have horizontal lines. Other than the horizontal line, have vertical lines to support that bone on the midpoint, right? So that's why I'm going ahead to make the lines like this in a 4-corner form, and I'm going to be using Ridgeline boning. This boning is also called a sewable boning, or whatever they call it where you are. So the tape has this other side, which is like cloth-like. So I'm going to be sewing on the cloth-like part of the boning, and I'm following on top of my line where I initially said I was going to sew on. That's that round line that I made. So when I get to the corner of the line, I'm going to stop at that point and I'll cut out my boning, because you don't want to give it a drastic. You can actually sew on a corner, but not like on a turn, but not on a corner that is like that sharp, like crossing from one angle to the other, just like that. But you can go on a curved line, but not on an angle. That's what I mean. So I now cut it and put it across like so as well. At the hem of it, you try to back stitch. And guys, don't play yourself. What I'm sewing right now, I'm not sewing with speed, so I'm just trying to fasten what I'm doing so that the video does not get too long. But trust me, I'm doing it a little bit slower, a lot slower than what you can see on this video right now. So on the other side of the tape, I also continue sewing on that side, and you have to be careful, guys. And don't forget, this procedure is very tedious, and your thread is most likely going to be cutting and stressing you out. So when you're done, make sure you cut out every excess thread that you have on it, right? So this is what the first layer looks like. So it's looking nice and put together. So now I'm going to place the next line. Any other line you can follow, but make sure that the beginning side of your boning sits on top of this other boning, and it doesn't exceed and it doesn't go lesser than where the boning is starting from. And like I said, your thread is going to be cutting. I was actually tempted to take out this part of thread cutting here and there, but I decided to leave it so that you just see what we have to deal with and what you will also have to deal with as well, even though it's taxing, but at the end of the day is all worth it. Now some people will be asking, why do I have to use box caging? So box caging enables the dress to have more structure, so it gives you more structure than a regular cup or a padding will do, because these are bone-in, guys. It will not move, and you can wear it no matter how busty you are. Even if on a regular day you cannot wear outfits without bra, now with bust caging you can wear this dress without bra, as long as your lacing is tight enough. No matter how busty you are, if the caging is properly done, you're able to wear your outfits without bra, right? So because it gives maximum support, guys. This is like, it's the highest level of support you will get when it comes to bras and stuff like that, or outfits generally. Now wherever it is that you marked is where you're going to be following to go ahead and place your boning, and you continue to sew. So I discovered that a lot of people have been complaining that my music is loud on my videos, so I do apologize for that if you find that disturbing. So I would try as much as possible to lower the volume of my music, right? Now guys, if you've gotten to this point and you've still not given me a thumbs up, and if you're not yet subscribed to my channel, I don't know what you're waiting for, guys. Do ensure to go ahead and subscribe. Hit the thumbs up button, guys. Give me a like. It goes a long way to help my channel, and it also help the YouTube algorithm to send my videos to other people so that they can see as well. So do ensure to help me do that, guys, and share this video with your friends. So at this point I was having serious issues with this cutting in thread, right? But I mean, we live to conquer it, right? So I kept on just like battling with the thread here and there as I was trying to sort of go through it like that. And the reason is because when you're getting to like the midpoint, when you're sewing boning on the midpoint, it involves dragging the outfit a little bit, so that, like, you know, is a curve and a cup like stuff, so you don't want fabric folding underneath the boning when you're sewing. So you want the fabric to lay as flat as possible, so you are going to be using your fingers to be manipulating as much as you can, right? So by the time I'm done, I'm just going to leave you to enjoy the process of me sewing and trimming of the excesses. But don't forget that that center line is the most important line. So by the time I'm done sewing everything, I'll trim off my excesses and I'll go ahead and join the cage side to my lining piece and the main cup bodies to the main bodies, and that will be it. So in my previous video, you will see how I continue to join the blouse, and in the next video I'm going to show you how I brought it up back together to become a dress. That's to sew the skirt part and to join the skirt side and the blouse side. So that's what we're going to be tackling in our next video. So if you're not yet subscribed and you've not turned on post notification, I don't know what you're waiting for, but you don't want to miss out on this tutorial. See you guys in my next video. Bye.